Welcome back to Bottom Line Front, the YouTube channel where we travel and go on adventures, and today's travel adventure is Doubtful Sound. Now, it's very similar to Milford Sound. Maybe you've heard of Milford Sound and Doubtful Sound in the Fjordlands of New Zealand. Milford Sound is very easy to get to, that's why it's busier and more touristy. They say it's a little more epic because the mountains are slightly taller, but Doubtful Sound, if you want a serene location with no Wi-Fi and no cell signal, you should go to Doubtful Sound. A little bit more logistics and effort to get there, and you'll see that in the video, but that's completely okay and it's completely worth it. So we paid $317 for an overnight boat trip that included our meals, that included our ferry across the lake, and then a bus through this rainforest with a bunch of waterfalls, and then finally getting on the boat. Obviously our accommodations, they gave us a bed. Also included a kayaking tour of Doubtful Sound, or jumping on an aluminum boat and just buzzing around real quick. It's extremely impressive, and if you have the time, the overnight boat tour is totally worth your effort if you're going to be in the Fjordlands of New Zealand. There are a lot of things that are surprising and unexpected about New Zealand. The color of their lakes, where some of the trees grow, and the creatures that lurk underground. But don't worry, we won't ruin all of the surprises in this video. But we will tell you that you'll be surprised at how much you can fit in a 2-day, 1-night cruise on Doubtful Sound.
And here are our boarding passes.
But the first thing that will surprise you is the logistics required to even begin your cruise. Well, let's just say the journey to get to Doubtful Sound is more involved than Milford Sound, which is why Milford Sound's more popular, because you can just drive straight to that sound. But to get to Doubtful Sound, you have a little bit of a logistical effort in front of you. So you'll get on the ferry, ride that for about an hour across the lake. After that, you'll load up on a bus or a van, and you'll take the pass through the mountains. By the way, this pass is like I'll call it like a waterfall tour. We didn't imagine that we'd be stopping every 5 to 10 minutes and getting off the bus to take photos and videos of these gorgeous waterfalls in the mountains.
Take the photo, the navigator.
And after that, you'll finally get to another wharf where you can actually get on your tour boat and start your cruise of Doubtful Sound. But yeah, the logistics are a little bit involved, totally worth it though. Now the thing about the Fjordlands of New Zealand is the weather is unpredictable. You have to be ready for anything. You might board your boat and it's sunny and beautiful. It might be windy. Regardless, whatever the conditions, they are sure to change. Once you get towards the sea, then it was getting a little more rough, it was a little colder, a lot of wind, a lot of just moisture in the air, almost kind of sort of like raining. Then as we're making our way back into the sound, into the fjord, you can see sunlight behind me. There's just different weather patterns because they said the difference of the temperature and the way this canyon kind of does things. It's just really neat. But weather is just weather, and it won't stop the planned activities from happening. So there's more to do on this boat than just hang out and look at the scenery, though that's what you'll spend most of your time doing, is this amazing scenery in this sound, in this fjord, in the Fjordlands of New Zealand. Completely amazing. But they'll let you go for a nice little kayak trip. So you'll get on some kayaks, individual kayaks, and you'll do a tour of one of the, I think it's called Blanket Harbors where we were. Or you can get in an aluminum boat. They call it aluminium. Aluminium. I don't know how they pronounce it. It's aluminum, okay?
2 feet on the bottom of the kayak. Yeah. Beautiful. Just pop your knees down for more stability.
Thank you.
Right, thank you.
We just finished our kayaking. Lily was brave enough to jump in the water. I really enjoy being warm, so I didn't jump in the water, but I'm kind of regretting it.
But then after all that's done, they're gonna take you to the sea, out of the sound, and you're gonna see the seal colony. And they're seals, like, so don't expect anything other than the fact that they're seals. They're cute, there's pups and stuff, and they're just doing seal things, you know, hanging out on rocks, eating what seals eat, talking about politics, you know, seal stuff.
That was a seal colony. It was smaller than I expected, but it was really cute to see the pups.
Wow. Conditions were like
After all your excursions and your adventures of the day are done, they're gonna anchor in another little harbor of Doubtful Sound. You're gonna have a really delicious dinner, really good dessert, and then apparently there's a presentation later. I don't know what they're gonna present. Maybe we'll watch The Lion King. Remember in the 3rd grade when the teacher would be like, you know what? We're just gonna watch The Lion King today. If you're a millennial, you know, talking about, oh God, there's bugs. Look at this guy. These guys, they will bite you. They will bite you and you will bleed. So what do you do? What do you do? You eliminate as many of them as possible.
Okay,
Oh
folks,
God.
well, apologies for the delay.
Yeah.
It's bedtime.
Good morning. This is my favorite part, and why we always recommend overnight boat cruises, whether you're on a river or a lake or a fjord. No matter what you're doing, the overnight option is always better than the day option, because not only do you see the sunset, but the next morning when the sun goes up, it's usually pretty magical. Captain told us last night, he's like, get up early and watch this sunrise come up as we make our way back into the fjord, into the sound. And it's pretty, just like he said. Now we're gonna do this thing called the absolute silence. We're gonna stop the boat in this part of the arm, and we're gonna turn the engines off, and everyone's told to sit down, don't walk, don't move. So I can't record video. I mean, I'm gonna record video, but I can't talk. And it's gonna be really quiet. They say it's the highlight of the trip. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Doubtful Sound is totally worth your time. Book it now if you're going to New Zealand. We're not in New Zealand anymore. We're in Fiji. We've started our South Pacific Island tour, so we got a few more videos from New Zealand coming up on the channel, so make sure you're a subscriber. Make sure you give every video a thumbs up. Turn on the little bell notification thing. It's down there somewhere, I think. And look forward to beautiful islands in the South Pacific. Did I mention this is Fiji? This is Fiji. It's pretty. Okay, bye.